We arrived in Rome a few days before the official tour began, so we got to do some walking around the area first. One of the nights we started walking from the hotel, we saw this lighted column down the street. So we had nothing else going on, so we started walking down there. We came upon this big open area of ruins, and it turned out to be Trajan's Market. It was probably built around 100 to 110 AD. It's thought to be the world's oldest shopping mall. The arcades in the market are also now believed to have housed many of the emperor's administrative offices. So we learned within the first day that you cannot walk around Rome without coming up to something from ancient times. And we also learned quickly that things look very differently under lights than during the day. So lesson learned, try to see something at least twice, once at night and once during the daytime. The other thing that you find out about this area in Rome is that things are a lot closer than they may seem. We didn't realize it at the night, but we were at the opposite end of the Colosseum while we were here. Yet we didn't know it until the next day when we accidentally came up to the Colosseum. A lot of people think that when the ancients did buildings like this, that everything was just one level, but they had multi-level structures just like our 3, 4, 5, 6 level apartment buildings. The bottom structures were so strong that during the Middle Ages they were actually adding floor levels, which are still visible today. They also built a militia tower in 1200, and a convent was also built in this area in the 16th century, but they tore down the militia tower as they started to renovate and restructure the Trajan's marketplace. One of the streets within the marketplace is called Via Barbatica, which is from the Latin bibbo, meaning to drink. So you can imagine that there were a lot of taverns down this particular street. It's probably also where bartender came from. Even back then, they knew you gotta give the people what they want. This is Trajan's column, and it commemorates the Roman emperor's victory in the Dacian Wars. It was completed in 113 AD. It's a freestanding column, but mostly famous for its spiral reliefs. It artistically represents the war between the Romans and the Dacians. Its actual design has been copied throughout ancient times and modern times. They were supposed to put a statue of a bird up on the top, but instead, when it was done, Trajan decided to put a statue of himself up there, but at some point in the Middle Ages it disappeared. And then Pope Sixtus V put a bronze figure of St. Peter's up there, and that's what's up there now. This is actually walking around the other side of Trajan's Market, where you will come up to a whole other complex of Roman buildings that you'll get to see in another video.